You know, one of the things that's important about school is it helps to develop our vocabulary, our understanding of words. And as we get older, by the time you get to 7th grade, you certainly know a lot more words than a 5th grader or a 4th grader or a 1st grader. And we hear adults using words. Sometimes we don't know what the word means, but we feel like this must be an important word the way it's being used. You know, in school, I remember, my vocabulary teacher, every day we would have a new word, and we would learn about that word. What did that word mean? How would you use that word? Why is that word important? So we're going to have a vocabulary test today. Isn't that fun? So the word I want to talk about today is the word shalom. Shalom. Does anybody know what the word shalom means? Has anybody ever heard that word? Nope. That's good though. Nope. 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 Peace. You get the gold star. All right. We've got the correct answer here. So the word shalom means peace. Now it's interesting that some of you said, oh, does it mean hello or good morning? Because we're used to, like it's a Jewish word, a Hebrew word, and so a Jewish person will say shalom to someone where we might say good morning, how are you, how's the day going, what's going on. It's a greeting. But for the Jewish people, the word shalom is not like have a good day, it means peace. They greet one another with the hope of peace. It's a beautiful greeting when you think about it. When you see somebody, you would say, peace. I hope you know peace. Because most of us, stuff's going on in our life, and sometimes we don't feel a lot of peace. In fact, we feel the absolute opposite. We might be feeling very upset about something. We might be feeling pressure about one thing or another, and so we don't really feel peace. But the Jewish greeting is, I hope you find peace today. Isn't that a wonderful thing to say to someone? Our holy day for Christians is Sunday, but for Jewish people, it begins at sunset on Friday and goes to sunset on Saturday. It's called the Sabbath. And so in that period of time, if you run into someone, you say Shabbat Shalom, which means may your Sabbath be peaceful. And so today in the gospel, Jesus says the word peace many times, and not just in this gospel, but throughout the Easter season. Whenever he greets people, he always says, peace be with you. Now, if we were to go back in time, Jesus wouldn't be saying, peace be with you. He would be saying, shalom. May you know peace. May peace be in your heart. And today we pray for peace, Now, we want to pray for world peace, of course. But we also want to pray for peace within our families, peace within our hearts. We all want to have that feeling that things are going to be okay, that I'm going to figure out how to deal with whatever I'm dealing with. That's what the word peace means. And we pray for that kind of peace. Whenever we come to Mass, we have the sign of peace. Peace be with you. And we exchange peace. It's another way of following that Jewish custom of acknowledging our need for peace and to feel peace. So I don't know if you've ever got a homework assignment at Mass before, but this is your homework. When you get home today and you see your mother, your father, brother or sister, just go up to them and say, Shalom, and see what they say. They'll say, what does that mean? And then you can say, it means peace. See, you learned something today. Isn't that great? All right, let us stand together and present. Thank you for participating in the digital liturgy today. The digital ministry touches the lives of many people, as does almost 80 other ministries here at OLPH. Grateful for the community that connects to OLPH through this digital forum. It's unbelievable how many people are able to access the liturgy and other events because of this ministry. Please consider supporting OLPH. All of your sacrifices help to sustain this parish and to keep moving us into the future. Thank you very much, and keep watching.